Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Apple Watch Universe here, and today I'll be showing you guys iOS 13, Beta 4, and Beta 5. So I want to get this out of the way right now. Once you actually update to iOS 13, Beta 5, you'll see that when you scroll down to your iPhone storage, that you can see a lot more is there. I'm not exactly sure how much more came with the update, but I know there's a lot more that actually is there now, as where there was a lot less storage before. So as you can see, also the photos is no longer yellow, it's actually brown. I'm not sure if that's a bug, but it could be something else. It shows up brown for me, media shows up purple, apps shows up red, other shows up gray. And if you scroll all the way down, system is 6.18 gigabytes. And other, you can actually click on it, and you can click on system too. These are just files that you need to normally operate your phone. So caches, logs, other resources, and things like that. So let's start getting to the second feature. So also on the apps, you can see the apps are starting to go down more, and they're actually condensed more, so they're smaller and they're actually being pushed down and this way and in more at the same time, trying to go around here at this point. So that's just one feature right there. And I also want to say one other feature, which is that everything else feels smooth. The swiping feels smooth, scrolling does feel smooth. And also, when you go to the app switcher and quickly come out like that, there is no more respring bug where it would respring your phone after you did this and tapped really quick. No more respring, which is really nice because now they got rid of that bug. So now on iPad, you can actually change your default app icon layout. In display and brightness settings, you actually have the option to select what you want to select, like small app icons or large app icons. You could do more or you could do bigger. It changes from 5x6 to 4x5, which it also does get rid of the widgets page, so you don't have the widgets there anymore. You have to swipe left for it. So on the iPad, you can pin 2 favorites now instead of 1. So on the bottom of the widgets page, Apple updated the weather icons so you can actually see it now. With the mouse feature on the iPad, on iPadOS 13, you can actually make your cursor smaller now, and this is in the setting of accessibility. Also, in the status bar, you can see up here, if I turn the Wi-Fi off, you'll see the LTE actually matches the size of the battery icon, so it doesn't look that different. It looks all even and nice like that. There are a few changes to the volume HUD right here. When you click on it, you can actually see, I'm not using volume right now, I can actually just click and it pulls up the ringer because I need to go right here to sounds and haptics, and there. So you can see it's a lot skinnier and it goes away a lot faster actually. By the time I get over there, I only have a little bit time to change it. So it turns bigger, and it shows you how much bigger you can actually turn it. And then you could actually hold on it, and you can actually use it like that. You can't actually tap on it. It would be nice if you could tap on it, because look, when it goes there, you have to hold on it, and then you can change it from there. And once you get to the top, you can feel a haptic there and there. So something else with the actual ringer, you can actually see something really nice here. It's really cool. You guys might not be able to see it, but when you go all the way, you can see this piece actually looks like it stretches out the ringer bar like this. It'll pull it back a little, like it tries to go further, but then when you let it go, it goes back. That's a really nice feature right there. And something I didn't say about the volume HUD, you can see it's actually taller and slimmer, but when you click on it and you leave it, you don't feel any haptic, and you can actually click it 36 times to get all the way up. So there's 36 until you get to the top, and 36 till you get to the bottom, and it is actually a lot faster going from volume down to volume up. So you can actually see the stretch right there. If you guys can see that, it actually stretches down, and then when you put it all the way up, it stretches, and then it goes back to normal. So that's a really nice thing that Apple actually integrated into their software, and it makes it look really clean. So there is actually 34 stops. I did say 36, but there's actually 34 stops for the ringer and for the volume HUD right here. There's 34, and there's 34 for the ringer right here, which makes it really nice to customize if you guys really want it to be your way and not really loud or not really low. You have 34 different options. So when you're customizing the volume HUD, you can quickly see, if you guys can see this, if you customize it and take a screenshot, it will immediately go away. So if you guys can see that, I'm going to quickly do that again. Go all the way down, and it immediately goes away just like that. So it doesn't get in the way of your screenshot. That is something nice that Apple actually added. So something I really like, because I actually keep my ringer off, you can see there's actually a feature where it rolls down and it rolls up. So watch, it'll roll down from the top. Silent mode rolls down, up, down, and it goes back and forth just like that. So when you're actually in silent mode and you try to customize it, there is haptic feedback right when you go up or down. And I forgot to tell you, if you're in silent mode, you can actually adjust the ringer even if you're in silent mode, which is really nice, because I've been waiting for this feature for a pretty long time. I'm not exactly sure if this is new to beta 5, but I think it's new in iOS 13. So if you're taking a screenshot in a default application like Safari, and you go somewhere like apple.com, if you take a screenshot, when you go now, you'll see it's actually rounded off. The corners are rounded off. So it looks really nice just like that. So there is a new screen recording icon, not this one right here, but once you go back, you'll see right here, it'll automatically go to the screen recording icon, then change to the time in a fade. Podcasts has a new logo, like when it's 3D touched, and you could see it right here. Check for new episodes. And when you 3D touch on it, you can see that they have your all caught up right here. If the ad widget was a little bit bigger, it would be nice. The dock applications, when you hold it down, you can actually rearrange the dock. Before, it wouldn't be there. It would only be here for like apps like these that aren't on the dock. When 3D touching on a folder, if an app inside that folder had a notification, it would appear on the top by itself with a line across the middle, so it'll be separated, and then you can click on that app that has a notification right there. So you can see in the now playing section, this is more refined, and the volume button is actually smaller now. And when you go to right here, AirPlay, you'll see the check mark is actually a different check mark than before. So when you go into Apple Music now, you can see you can actually swipe the bar. When you go to right here, you can swipe it. As before, you would have to do something like tap it, but now you can actually swipe the bar and let go, just like that. So I believe these icons did change. I can see this one right here. This one looks like this. It says not playing. And you can go back and forth. and there's AirPlay right here, and this is right here. So when you're actually playing a song, you can see here all the icons are different, and you can see that there's no more timestamp when you move it up here. It's just on this left and right, and they're responsive, so when you move back, it'll actually jump to the bottom just like that. It'll go down and up and down right when you go to the end and go to the start, which works really nice. And I'm not sure what's up with this right here, but it should look like these, not like that. It might just be a bug, but it looks fine to me. And I think the music app is super refined and it works very fresh right now. So when a song actually has lyrics right here, or it doesn't have lyrics, it'll be grayed out and you can't click on it at all. And on the share sheet, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, the X on the top right here is actually bolder right around here, and I'm not sure if it's bigger, but it does look the same size to me, but it is bolder for sure. And the airdrop icon actually is different. It's not the same as before. It's actually different now, and it is bolder too. So the option to open a new tab actually has returned in iOS 13 beta 5. Just like that, you can just force touch and there it is. And you could swipe out to make it smaller or take it out just like that. In the top bar right up here, it's actually translucent. As before, it would just be dark black. So the X is bigger right here, and when you actually have a lot of tabs, you can see the X right here is pretty big and easy to click. So in settings, there is a new check mark when you go to your Wi-Fi right here, or if you go to something like Bluetooth, but I don't have anything connected right now. In individual app settings, just like YouTube, you can see all of everything is here, and I think it might be more condensed and smaller, so you can see everything is right here instead of there being categories for each and every one of these, like privacy, photos, microphone, motion fitness, and other things like that. So some of these you can turn on, some of these you can't, but either way, they put all here. I don't think they're gonna have these in future betas, but they might. So in the keyboard section of settings, as you can see, there is no more of the full keyboard access. There's nothing else for full keyboard access. That's no more, and there's no more button for it or anything like that. When you go to accessibility and then you go to shortcuts, just like this, you can actually do dark appearance. So now when you triple click it, it will turn dark. So there is a whole new setup for voiceover. So now it got revamped, and now this is gray or black. I'm not really sure. I think it's black, but it was blue from before and now it is black. So now when you go to do smart invert through here, it doesn't glitch iOS anymore and it looks like this. So the smart invert is a lot like glitchy. It's still glitchy for me though. When I come out of apps, you can see that everything turns white, then it turns dark, and it just glitches for me. It's supposed to be fixed, but it still is glitching for me right now. So when you take a screenshot, now the markup interface is more condensed to the middle, and I think it looks nicer like that instead of having it like as before. So I did want to include this one inside my iOS 13 beta 5 video and not my watchOS 6 beta video, because now there are more activity goals now. So you can see when you go to awards, there are a lot more like I'm not seeing any right now, but you can see 2,000 move goals. I did not see that before. 1,750, 1,500, 1,250, and you get them about every 365 to 500, about every 500 or 250 to 500. So now when you force touch on a actual shortcut, you can see that now it has scripting show you here, and you click on it, and I'm pretty sure it will bring you into it, and then you can run the shortcut from there. Thanks for watching, guys. This was a huge update. It took me really long to film, actually, and I just want to thank you guys for being here, going through the whole entire video. I really appreciate it, and I want you guys to just go down now and subscribe to my channel. It's free, it's easy, and I would really like for you guys to subscribe because it really helps out my channel.